boys and girls, it's Miss Marla, back for another garden video. Can you believe it's November? Wow, me neither. I hope you all are enjoying your fall, the cooler weather. I hope you find yourself getting a little cozy, all good things. Today our video is all about pumpkins. I know Halloween just passed and maybe you celebrated by carving a pumpkin. Today I want to just do a simple experiment, and then we're actually going to cut a pumpkin open to see what's inside. Okay, so for our experiment, I'm wondering, will a pumpkin sink or float when placed in a large container of water? All right, so here we have pumpkins that we grew right here in our school garden. And I would say these pumpkins are small to medium sized, but I bet you can think about a time where you've seen a big, giant, massive pumpkin. All right, so would our pumpkin sink or float when placed in water? What do you think? What do you think? They're not lightweight. They do have some heaviness to them. Think about, what I want you to think about is what is inside of a pumpkin. Think about what's inside. Think about what it sounds like when you kind of knock on it like this. What does that tell you? What kind of clues can you gather from what it looks like and what you've experienced in the past on the inside? What's on the inside of the pumpkin? Wow, that was pretty cool. Who thought the pumpkins would float? Amazing. So what's really interesting is, for me, I kind of just assume like a large item, something big and bulky and heavy, would sink, right? That's kind of just like a natural assumption. But no, because of what's on the inside of the pumpkin, it allows it to float. So that's what we're gonna do next, is we're gonna cut this pumpkin open and investigate what is on the inside. What is causing this pumpkin to float rather than sink, no matter how big it is. All right, boys and girls, check it out. I've cut the top of our pumpkin, and now we can get a better look on the inside. What do you notice in here? I notice a couple of different things. First, I see many seeds, right? Seeds are amazing for lots of reasons. We know that seeds allow pumpkins to regrow, and these seeds in particular, some of us may have gotten to eat before. Pumpkin seeds are pretty tasty, all right? And then there's all this kind of like stringy goop that, if you've ever carved a pumpkin, you know you gotta scoop all of this out first, all right? And the main thing is there's a bunch of air space, or really just like empty space in there. And that, my friends, is what I believe is the reason why pumpkins are able to float rather than sink, is all of this airspace keeps the pumpkin above water. Hi again, boys and girls. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to roast pumpkin seeds. Like we talked about earlier, The seeds are found on the inside of the pumpkin along with airspace, right? That's what allowed our pumpkin to float. These are some of the seeds that I collected from inside. I kind of separated it from that stringy goop that kind of protects the seeds. And now I'm going to show you how to roast them. Before I show you, I wanted to mention how great pumpkin seeds are for our bodies. Okay, so pumpkin seeds are really rich in antioxidants and magnesium and iron. Okay, so all of those minerals and antioxidants are going to be really good for our bodies. So not only do they taste good, but they're going to keep us healthy and happy. So let me show you how it's done. Okay, so this is a super simple recipe. The pumpkin seeds have been dried, cleaned and dried. So I washed them and then I let them dry, and now they're ready. I have some olive oil. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of olive oil. 1 tablespoon. Right in here. Great. And for this one, I'm just gonna use salt. You can add extra spices if you want, like this is 1 teaspoon, TSP stands for teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of salt. You can add extra spices like garlic, cayenne pepper, paprika, if you want something different. And then we're just gonna kind of toss them in this bowl. I like to make sure all of it gets in there. Toss it around, toss it around. All right, and then when we're ready to spread it onto the sheet, I think this is pretty well mixed. The only thing to keep in mind is to remember to get it on a pretty even layer. Okay, so try not to have the seeds like stacked up on each other. Try to get it nice and even, single layer. Spread them out, use as much space as you need to, and then these are going to go in the oven.